What is up, traders, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be analyzing Tesla stock and why I believe it's setting up very closely for a day trade and a swing trade setup that could play out this week. In the video, we're going to be breaking down key price levels that you need to look out for, why I'm looking long, and how this setup lines up with both the technical momentum and the overall market sentiment towards upside. So without further ado, let's get started. So as you guys can see here, I am on an hourly chart here of Tesla and the stock is looking pretty much bullish. I'm liking how we are above the 50 EMA, which is this yellow line, and we are finally above this 200 EMA, which is the overall, 200 EMA, this black line right here. I like to see this because we are seeing now that we are well above it, and it gives me confidence that the buyers are now in control of the overall trend. So looking at this name here and kind of zooming out, what I really like about this is that we are now above the swing high anchored VWAP, which is pretty much the sellers that came in here, right, and started this very sharp downward trend are now starting to lose money. And what they're doing is that they're starting to cover their positions here, which is instantiating the buying. So each time we saw buyers here at this low, which intense volume candle right here, we kept seeing intense upside and we saw rejection, right? Rejection again. But each time, if you guys observe, the buyers became more aggressive here because they kept buying at key areas. For example, the 50 EMA, which is right here, this area, where the buyers came in and bought the stock. As you can see, we finally broke above it here on Wednesday, July 16th, and we actually came back and retested it yesterday, July 17th, and we opened today, Friday, on a very, very good note here, opening well above it and seeing intense upside momentum. Some key levels that I'm looking out for possible entry and key support levels that I'd like the buyers to hold are going to be at this area here, the $323 level, which is forming confluence here with this prior swing high anchored VWAP, and this important confluence zone right here, where we have a lot of key technical indicators matching the levels like the 50 EMA, the 200 EMA, and the swing high anchored VWAP from this high from where the sellers came in. So I'm going to be looking really bullish on this name right there. So those are key areas that I'm looking out for. I'll repeat them again. The $323 level for support, and if it's a deeper correction, a deeper pullback, I'm looking for the $318 level. Towards the upside and where we can take profit are going to be towards the $356 level, which is this previous high. I firmly believe Tesla has the momentum to break above that high and go now towards 366. So my first price target is going to be the $356 level, where I'd like to take some profit and let the rest run towards 366, which is going to be my final price target, obviously here on the stock, before we see an overextension and a deeper pullback in the stock. See, now as well, if we kind of zoom in on a smaller time frame, for example, like a 5-minute chart, looking here, we see that the stock saw that nice support today here on July 18th. We broke above this. We saw support at that pretty much same anchored VWAP right here, and the buyers pretty much bought the level up. We saw a very nice upward momentum. We kept seeing that rejection of the $330 level, and now the stock is pulling back, but it's finding support at a key zone here, which is the overall 50 EMA here on the 5-minute chart, and we saw this intense wick showing that the buyers are picking up the price, right? Sellers brought it down, but the buyers are bringing up the price here on Tesla. We keep seeing some sellers here intensely at the $330 level, but I believe that Tesla has the momentum to keep going towards upside, especially we're seeing now some good news here on Tesla. There's a less of a decline here on the overall sentiment of the overall holders here in the stock. And also we're seeing less political news with the involvement of the CEO with President Donald Trump, which is allowing Tesla to see that bid. But obviously we have to be on a very intense lookout here. We don't want the CEO here, Elon Musk, to kind of get involved again with the feud here with the president, which can obviously have a very strong decline here on the stock and have it pull back towards, some deeper correction moves and lower liquidity zones. But for now, Tesla is looking pretty bullish. And like I said, we have those price targets there towards the overall upside. And this can obviously have nice implications for a swing trade holding all the way towards 356 and second price target of 366, right? That difference of $10, which is very important, and the key psychological area. So like I said, there you guys have it. The Tesla key levels are pretty much obviously here on the chart, and these alerts are very important to look out for. So if you got value from this video, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel to grow the community, and if you want more trade setups like this, feel free to subscribe to the Uplift Markets newsletter, where we provide personal AI insights and AI-powered trade setups straight to your inbox. As always, don't let the markets whip you guys out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.